Hello. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare two healthy snacks. One is savory, the other one is sweet. It's very easy sometimes when we are a bit hungry to pick up something that is unhealthy, like a chocolate bar or something sweet. But there are different options. So, let me show you. So, our first snack is a savory snack. We're using rice cakes. I prefer Kalo organic rice cakes. And again, a rice cake has very few calories, but doesn't have very much taste. So, how are we going to make this tasty and nutritious? So my suggestion is this. Spread some peanut butter. I'm using Whole Earth Organic Crunchy peanut butter. It's got no added sugar, no added salt. So, spread a thin layer of peanut butter. Place this on a plate, and then I have chopped cabbage, raw cabbage, and somebody may find this unusual, but cabbage is extremely healthy, very good for you, especially raw. It's got all the essential amino acids that our body does not produce. So, amino acids we produce, plus amino acids in cabbage, we can form protein. Plus the protein in the peanuts. So, we just spread some of the cabbage on top. Now, if you want, you can add a tiny bit of salt. A little bit of salt. Okay. And this is ready. It takes just a second, not very long. What you could do is you could actually put cabbage only on one side, or it could be cucumber, and then use the other rice cake to make it like a little sandwich and pack this in a container and take it with you to work as a snack or for a car journey. So, have a try and be creative. And now for our sweet snack, we're going to use 3 different types of nuts. This is chopped mixed nuts, peanuts, walnuts and almonds. I have walnut pieces, and I have sunflower seeds. So what I do is I mix the nuts in a plastic bowl. And you can use any combination of raw nuts, uncooked, unsalted, nuts and seeds. So I'm using here chopped mixed nuts, walnut pieces and sunflower seeds. You can also add chopped Brazil nuts. You can add raw sesame seeds. And now what I do is I mix these well. Okay. And I also put some cinnamon, because I like the taste of cinnamon, and mixes well with the nuts. Just a little bit, and again I mix the nuts again. Now, I use some honey, which is just normal honey, and ideally you need to put this in some warm water so it becomes more runny, because honey sometimes can be quite thick. So we're using not set, runny honey, and we can make it warmer by putting it in some hot water, not boiling, just warm, to make it more runny. Now, out of this, I'm just going to pour a few spoonfuls over the mix. Now, my intention is to just cover the nuts, to coat the nuts, not to have to make it very runny. So I'll just put 2 large spoonfuls of honey with it, and I'm going to mix it to see what the consistency is. So as you see, this is coated with honey, but there's not much excess honey in it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. Well, I come from Greece, and sometimes we have jars with honey and nuts, but it's very runny, so it's not very easy to use it in the way that I'll show you in a minute. So this is our mix, this is ready, and what I do is I put it in jars, and you can keep these almost forever. It doesn't go off. It doesn't need to go in the fridge. You just keep it somewhere, not in direct sunlight, but you can store it in your cupboard or somewhere in the kitchen. So now we've got 2.5 jars of this mix. It's important not to put too much honey. You see, this is the bowl that I used, and just by taking the mix, there's not almost any honey left. So what can we do with this? When we feel peckish for something sweet, we can just have a spoonful of this very nice, with some water. You know, sometimes you want something sweet to eat. This is a very good idea. It's honey, it's not sugar, it's healthy, it's got a bit of cinnamon, taste of cinnamon, and nuts and seed, of course, that are full of calcium and protein and magnesium and zinc and vitamins. Super food. Another way to use this mix is to have it as a snack in the morning or any time of the day, really. So you use a rice cake, you put some spread on top. I use butter. Some may say butter is not healthy, but margarine is very unhealthy. So butter, unsalted butter in small quantities it's much healthier than margarine. So what I can do with this, instead of marmalade or jam that is full of sugar, I can take a little bit of this mix and just spread it on top and have it as a snack, or have it instead of toast with your coffee in the morning. Also, I can add a spoonful of these into porridge. For example, I cook porridge with water, and then once this is ready, I put some honey and maybe a spoonful of this, which makes it very healthy. So that's our healthy, sweet snack for when you're craving for sugar. I suggest you try it and make your own mix of nuts and seeds. Thank you.